I don't like how it doesn't give you a countdown. Like I wish it gave us a countdown. So we're live
There-
now, by the way.
Yeah, there is a way. Yeah, and I'm not the one eating right now. Jonathan is.
Tommy, I got some popcorn here, so.
See, I'm gonna be the only one that doesn't eat in this episode. There's something wrong there.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's messed up.
Well, I got my hazy IPA going. So
Oh, there you
Yeah, I got some alcohol over there. But do you want to say hello to everybody in the chat, Jonathan? I'm trying to get this thing set up.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're
there's
started
nobody
already.
in the
So
chat, right?
this is kind of a weird way to start. But hey, what's up, everybody? This is who are we again? We're the West Coast Comic Connection, and we're back with episode 8 of Sigs, Slabs, and Con Talk. It's been a while. We took like a 2 to 3 week hiatus. Life has been going on. The month of September has been crazy. The year of 2020 has been even worse. And you know what? But we're back. We're here. I want to say what's up to the folks in the chat. I see that Sith Lordly is here. What's up, brother, man? Thanks so much for making it out. Of course, we have Tat Comics in the chat as well as right here live with us. Welcoming back our fellow NorCal homeboy, the comic book at Steve. What's up, Ron? How's it going?
Yeah, let's go, guys.
And we are patiently waiting on our brother AG Surfer to join us very shortly. I want to give a quick shout out to anybody watching this on the rewind. Oh, and Azor's Tiger's here as well. What's up, Azor's Tiger, man? Thank you so much for making it out. Just wanted to say to anybody who may be watching this now or on the rewind, after our show at 7:30, I believe it's on Sith Lordly's channel. Let me just double check here. They're going to be doing their first show. Their group is going to be called Spine Ticks, and they are going to be on.
That's funny.
Yeah, they're Spine Ticks. They're going to be on Sith Lordly's channel. It's going to be Sith Lordly, Azor's Tiger. I believe. Let's see. He told me a couple other folks that were going to be on there. Al Picknell and Roberto Reyes. So be sure to check those guys out. They're going to be on at 7:30. We're going to try to finish up quickly to make sure that we can send you guys all over there. Anybody who's watching, send you guys over there and watch their cool show that's going to be coming up next. So thank you guys for being with us. And, with that being said, I just wanted to take a little bit of time to focus on some real recent news. Something we've been talking about in the chat. We just heard the other day, and it's kind of shaking the comic book community up a little bit. Like it's pretty sad. The recent loss of the great actor Chadwick Boseman, who we all know, played the Black Panther in the most recent Marvel Comics movies. I know I'm shaking up about it. I haven't had a good chance to like talk to you guys about it, but just if anybody has anything to share and just talk about real quick.
Well, yeah, I mean, for me, it's like, it sucks because when I've been reading about him, he seems like he's a really just down-to-earth guy, really just a humble human being that, is always taking care of his family and just, and for him to do the movies that he did while he was battling colon cancer, I mean, that's insane. Most people would just lay down and, just let things naturally happen. He was like, no, I'm still going to work. I'm still going to love what I do so I can reach out to my fans and and just people in general. And it's sad to see that he's gone. I don't imagine what his kids are going through, and stuff. So, I mean, I was shocked. I think I was the one in the chat that goes, I couldn't put the name to the person. And then I saw it and I'm like, oh God, you gotta be kidding me, because a lot of times I'll forget the actor's name, but as soon as I see their face, I know. So I was able to put two and two together, and then I just saw like the outcry support on Instagram of everybody posting pictures of him, and just talking about how much is going to be missed, how much they loved him in the movies, and how he's the king of Wakanda, and how he brought the character Black Panther to the full screen and did just an outstanding job, and yeah, he's going to sadly be missed.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I really enjoyed him as an actor. Like Tat, you said, he seemed like a cool person, and he did. I mean, I watched other movies that he had done. I'm a huge baseball fan. He played Jackie Robinson in 42.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing the what do you call it? The promo for that movie when it came out. I forgot what movie we went to go see, but the promo for that movie was the lead into the movie we were watching, and I was like, oh my God, like I gotta go see a Jackie Robinson movie. Like I gotta go see that. And it was a great movie, and he did an amazing job. I really enjoyed it. And then after that, the next movie I saw with him was the James Brown story. Have you guys seen that? Has anybody seen that?
Yeah.
Not yet.
He does a phenomenal job. Like, I was a huge James Brown fan. Like,
I'm a huge James fan.
Oh my God, my mom, you know, I listened to a lot of music that was played in the house, and like I grew up with my grandparents, so grandparents are playing like Mexican music, you know, mariachi stuff, and that stuff, you know. So I grew up with that. But my mom was raised here. So she came here when she was 5 years old, so she was raised here, and she was very much into Motown. So, you know, Aretha Franklin, you know, like that era, like that's the music I grew up with, you know, and then to a later extent, like Earth, Wind and Fire and like all the like funk stuff. So, you know, seeing that James Brown movie just brought a lot of like feelings and emotions back. Yeah, a lot of memories. And he did a phenomenal job. Like, he had the mannerisms, he had the voice, he was dope, you know, like it was great. And then you know, flash forward a couple years, and the guy's Black Panther, like, and then I was at work today, and we have some downtime, so sometimes I can watch movies and stuff while I'm working. My weekend job, not my normal job, my weekend.
Yeah, you better hope they ain't watching.
So I was watching Black Panther again, and it's just, man, you guys, from the opening scene, like being from Northern California, you guys know, like you guys were born and raised in Northern California. The opening scene opens up in Oakland, California, 1992. Yep. There's kids on a basketball court wearing Oakland A's jerseys and stuff like that. And what music is playing in the background but Too Short? Oh, God. Like, for me, I was like, this is the shit. Like, this is me. Like, this is how I grew up. Like, you know, not just on top of, for me personally, like on top of seeing a superhero, a person of color, like, and being represented on the big screen, like, for me, that was like amazing already. And then all the local flavors of having to be Northern California. I don't know, man. You guys, like, that shit was just stupid dope for me. Like, I was so like ecstatic for that, you know?
Yeah.
But and I know our friend CBA has spent quite a bit of time in Oakland, California, so he knows.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, I found out about his death, you know, like most everyone else last night. I saw on the internet. My wife, hey Tim, Canadian Comic Hunter, how's it going? My wife and I saw it on television, and it was an absolute shock. And we talked about it some more this morning. He's 11 years younger than me. He should not have passed so early. And last night I saw a lot of folks in the community doing their Instagram posts, and I put this one on. This is from Oakland, California.
Oh, I love it. Hold on. So let me highlight you. Hold on. Let me highlight you. I love that.
So
I got that book.
Yeah, this is the Cape and Cal exclusive, and you can see Oakland, California, right there.
It's the Cape and Cal exclusive called the Welcome to Oakland variant.
That's funny.
It is, because it's the sign. It's the sign in the background that says "Welcome to Oakland."
Yeah.
I probably just missed you that day when you picked up yours, because I went there with AG. I went there with AG, and then all of a sudden I just feel this like tap on my shoulder, and it was Cholula. And I got my book the same day.
Unfortunately, this is only one of few Black Panther books I have. I own this one, and that's about it.
That's great.
Yeah, it's Kirby. So yeah, I'm just not a Black Panther comic book collector, but I kind of wish I wish I read about him. But I think I like Chadwick best in Civil War. You know, that's where we first see him. He's just a graceful, elegant, classy guy. And, you know, just the action scenes alone. Hey, Kingdom Comics, how's it going, Tito? Just the action scenes are phenomenal. And that movie was great. Black Panther, I've only seen once, to be honest with you. I've got to see it again. And, of course, he's in Infinity War and in Endgame. But I haven't seen him in any other of the movies. I wanted to see 42. I wanted to see Marshall. I just haven't had the chance to get around to it. But the only other time I've liked seeing him as T'Challa was on Saturday Night Live.
Oh.
He did did you guys see that?
That
He's doing the Black Jeopardy skit.
Yep.
He's T'Challa, and he's very erudite, very educated,
Excellent
and
show.
it's all about street smarts, and he's getting all the questions wrong. It's just hilarious.
Yeah.
And then when it's his turn to pick a category, he goes, "I'll take white people for 200," and it's like everybody's laughing. Oh my god, it's just hilarious. And when he talks about the Caucasian ladies, potato salad and not having enough seasoning.
Oh hell no, Karen!
Oh my god, that was just tremendous.
Oh hell no,
I'm telling
Karen!
you. Yeah.
What did she say she's gonna put in it? He said she's gonna put something in it.
He said she's gonna put something in that doesn't belong, like raisins or something.
Yeah, raisins. He goes, oh hell no.
Hell no.
Oh hell no, Karen.
Yeah.
The
other thing I watched of his that I really liked was the Howard University commencement he did a couple of years ago, because that's where he went to school.
Oh, okay, did he?
Yeah, he went to Howard University like Kamala Harris did. And it's just an excellent speech. He talks about the struggles and the financial hardships of going to university. Because I know what that feels like. I mean, my dad took care of community college, but I took care of everything else. And it just took so much sacrifice. And when he was talking about going up the hill and going to Howard and just trying to get good grades and to survive financially, it was just a great story. And I think his take-home message was something like, you got to fail and pick yourself up and move forward and learn from your failures. That's the only way you're going to make it, what's the word, worthwhile, I guess.
Yeah,
So,
or it means something.
Yeah.
No doubt.
That's good. I'm glad you highlighted that. I hadn't heard of it, but I would like to go back and see it. But it plays a lot to the glimpses of that we got into him, because they say he was a pretty private guy. I mean, it was a surprise to a lot of us that he even had cancer, let alone that he passed away, right?
It's amazing, yeah.
But he was a really private guy, but at the same time, we had glimpses of his personality and who he was. Like we all have already said, separately, he just seemed to be like a really down to earth, like salt of the earth guy who, is down to work. He's down for the people, and that's really cool to hear that. CBA, I'm gonna check that out later on.
Yeah. See that Howard commencement speech is very similar to Denzel Washington's commencement speech at Penn, talking about how you go through struggles, go through the hard way, not the easy way, so that everything's going to be worth it. And
means more.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because some people, they have it too easy, and it's just, they take it for granted.
Yeah.
But I was really hoping I was going to see him in a second Black Panther movie.
Yeah, man. A lot of us were.
Yeah.
I really was. Hey, if you get a chance, AG, throw up your phone cover. I love your phone cover.
Oh, unfortunately, that's the phone I'm using for this.
Oh, okay.
Well, tell them what it is.
Oh, it's the Black Panther.
Pope Cerebus the first said, didn't Denzel help pay for some of his education? Yeah, I think he put up some money for some students to attend Oxford. Yeah, they went to Oxford to take some acting lessons. And I don't think Denzel knew that he paid for Chadwick's trip and education specifically. It's more about he gave a group of kids to go.
Right.
And so Chadwick was one of the kids that went.
Just happens to be part of that group, yeah.
Yeah, and then
that's an amazing story right there. That's an amazing coincidence that it happened that way, right?
Yeah. And then when Denzel found out that Chadwick was successful after all this, he goes, "Well, I want my money back. Can you give me my money back?"
That sounds like a Murph thing. Wouldn't that sound more like a Murph thing?
Yeah, that is a Murph.
That's a Murph. He pulled a Murph.
There you go.
He pulled a Murph, amazing Murph.
Yeah,
that's why we call him Amazing Murphinator.
So, one of my he's my buddy. He started out being a customer of mine when I used to do witnessing for CBCS. But a buddy of mine, we ended up being pretty good friends. A guy out of Sacramento, fellow collector. He actually notified me less than 2 months ago that Chadwick was doing an in-store signing. You could actually apply for a mail away signing, but it was at the time it was $250.
I did that.
You what? Oh, you did do it?
Yeah.
What?
I attempted. I should say I attempted to do that. It's through Twin Cities Comics or something.
Yeah,
like that.
right. Yeah.
Wow.
And so
Yeah,
by the time you got in, was it too late? They were sold out or what?
No, it's too late now, unfortunately, because of his passing.
It was supposed to be set in the future then. Okay. I didn't understand the timeline.
Yeah. But unfortunately, it's like to me that didn't, that to me that means nothing. It's hearing the news of him passing. But yeah, I mean, that's common. But yeah, I didn't even think about the autograph situation. I was more like, I was stunned that this information came across my phone yesterday when I was shopping. Like I got information from my buddy Tony. And another buddy of mine, Jason. And I'm like, these guys are pretty serious guys. They usually don't joke about stuff like that. So I got these. I'm like, my wife looks at me like, what's wrong? And I was like speechless. I had to process it and think about it. I just felt horrible because I was like, oh my God, this is unreal. This can't be.
It's interesting. I was in the grocery store too when I got the news, and I want to say that I heard about it on one of the chats. That we're in our Hall of Justice chat, or maybe it was in the Warriors chat. I don't recall. Yeah. But one of the chats, and I checked, and the message came up, and I was like, "This has got to be a joke. Like who's like no way, right?" Yeah. But man, that's crazy.
I think. I'm sorry. I think the thing that threw me off is, like I said, I couldn't put the name to the actor at the moment, and I was going through something else that I just got notice at my job. One of my friends that I've known for at least a year and a half, and I just saw him like 2 days ago. He just died in a bad car accident, and he died the day before his birthday. So when I saw this, I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was just so
Oh, I can't imagine.
And it just sucks because, like, one of my friends who tattoos for a living and also works at my job, he was going to be tattooing this guy's arm too, So it's like, now he got T-boned in the back and his car flipped over a couple times.
Jesus.
And he didn't survive, but the old guy who was driving the car that hit him survived. And so I was going through that, and then hearing this, I was like, you guys, I'm just like, wait a second, okay. And I go, Black Panther? I'm like, what? No, and then I'm like, I told my oldest son, because he loves that movie. He just watched that movie like about 2 days ago. He borrows my movies now, watches them, and he goes, Dad, no, you're kidding. I said, I wouldn't kid, about this kind of thing. So I know what you guys, what I'm trying to say is I can relate to how you guys were feeling at that time too. Just like, what the heck, what's going on? Why is this happening to a lot of people right now? It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, I know he was battling this for 4 years, but it's like, crap, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Most people saw him losing weight and they thought that he was just gearing up for another role.
Exactly. So, I saw the photo. I saw that photo and I was like, even my wife goes, man, he's really skinny. I figured, maybe it's some movie role or something, but it seemed odd as well. And I was like, it just,
But he's always been pretty. I mean, he's athletically built, but he's always been pretty svelte. He was pretty thin.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's definitely a bummer.
Yeah.
I have a couple of books that I wanted to share that are like Black Panther books really quickly. And then we'll give me 1 second here. AG, if I was going to get any of them signed, it would have been between these books here.
Oh man,
Let me show you.
The Oakland book.
Oh, that's a good book. I have that one.
Stelfreeze, huh?
And so I have this one signed by Brian Stelfreeze, and he came back in 9/8. And like, I just think this would have been a dope ass book for Chadwick to sign maybe here, is what I was thinking before. Yeah. I mean, before I decided, I was like, nah, I might not have enough money to do that. But the one there's two more that I really like. Check this out. So there's this one.
Oh yeah, the hip hop.
That's the freaking Jay-Z, man.
Yep, this is a hip hop variant. This is Jay-Z's.
Yeah.
Yep. This is Jay-Z's
Problems.
Jay-Z's Black Album. Yep. Jay-Z's Black Album. Yep.
I'm surprised you know that, AG.
Hey, dude, that's 99 Problems. I can relate. I can almost, I'm a white guy. I can almost relate to 99.
Hey, you know what's funny, Tad, is I was thinking it, but I wasn't gonna say it.
Well, I could say it. I'm his brother. I got a card legally binding saying I'm his brother. No, because I didn't know that. I don't listen to like a lot of rap. I mean, I listen to Tupac and things like that, and Snoop Dogg. Yeah. Dr. Dre, but I don't listen to too much Jay-Z. But go ahead, man. I'll show you both.
All right. Well, I got a couple more. This one is Black Panther number 2.
Oh,
and this is
one.
2 Chainz.
No, actually, so what a lot of people don't know, this is a little bit more of a. They're not quite underground. They're kind of underground. It's a group called Run the Jewels.
Oh, my bad.
And so people who know Run the Jewels they know it's the fist in the gun. That's their symbol. Is a fist in the gun.
For Run the Jewels, cool.
Yeah, so that's what's happening right there. Is the Run the Jewels. And I was like, man, this would have been a dope ass cover for him to sign. Oh. And then on that one, I have the black and white variant as well.
Nice.
Yeah, those are nice.
It would have been something too, though, is if like I have his Pop figurine of him. That would have been something else, to get signed by him.
Now is that Biggs?
No, I thought it was 2 AG. It is King Mez, and see, I don't know this guy. King Mez, he's a newer hip hop guy. Okay. And I'm too old now. So
I actually do know of him, but I haven't heard a lot of his songs. But I knew who that was.
Even Chad knows King Mez. I don't know who King Mez is.
Yeah. My excuse isn't age. My excuse is because I'm white. So
man, I'm into all all genre of music as long as it has like a catchy tune. But I mean, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but I'm not a huge fan of Eminem. I'm just not. And it's not. I've heard his rap, and I'm just not into that, dude. If I'm going to listen to rap, if I'm going to listen to hardcore rap, it's going to be either Tupac, it's either going to be Dr. Dre, or it's going to be, Snoop Dogg for me. That's my realm right there. But I don't like Eminem.
I'll agree with you there, Tad. Tupac is the greatest, undeniably the greatest. Wordsmith, storyteller, party music, gangster rap. He was a poet. He was a variety of things. And then the fact that he claims California, and especially he always gives love to the Bay Area. He got a lot of his game from the Bay Area. Love Tupac.
When he used to be in the group Underground, Digital Underground.
Yep. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dance is your chance to dump. Do me, baby. Do the hump to hell. My nose looks like a pickle. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice. But hey, really quickly, I just want to say what's up to the chat. We got a couple more folks in here. So I know we did say hello to Pope Cerebus first. We're also joined by Al Picknell. What's up, Al? I heard you guys are going to be doing your show later on today at 7:30 on Spine Ticks channel. So apologies and corrections. Anybody, if you guys are watching, please at 7:30 after our show, we're going to try to end in a little while, probably in the next 30 minutes or so. But after our show, please head over to Spine Ticks channel because the homie Sith Lordly, Al Picknell, and Azor's Tiger, a couple other folks are going to be on there. So please make sure to check them out.
No, you don't even talk about those names, Cholula, because I'm going to be honest, I don't know these YouTubers. Are they in the YouTube community? I mean, who are they?
I believe they're new. Yeah, they're new. I want to say they're new.
There's some new folks.
Yeah.
Hello to Mastodon. Appreciate you coming out, brother. Tim, Canadian Comic Hunter, has come out and supported us almost every week that we've been here, brother. Thank you so much for coming out.
Tim. Yeah, thanks, Tim.
And I think that's everybody for now. So just again, and shout out to Pope Cerebus who said Oaktown.
Yeah, but hey, Tim said M&Ms are delicious. Now, even though I'm not a huge M&M fan, I have respect for him. I mean, because I'm not saying he doesn't work hard at what he does. That's just not my style, of music.
I'll tell you this, Tat. In all honesty, in the beginning, it took me a little while to warm up to his not so much his style, but the beats. The beats were like a change. They're kind of weird, wonky, kind of different beats. I'm more into that slap, the bass, the independent rap game hustle, that deep stuff. I like it like that.
Like Dirty Old Bastard too. He's good.
But Eminem is a wordsmith. He can paint pictures, he can tell stories, and he has quite the vocabulary and vernacular. I much respect, much respect.
Well, it's just one song that he had. All I kept hearing in the song was spaghetti. I'm like, dude, can you rap about anything besides spaghetti? You know, I'm just
you're thinking of the Dave Chappelle skit.
Oh, man. It was just like, yeah, Dave Chappelle's a whole other story. We can do a whole show on Dave Chappelle. Yeah. Okay. So I'm sorry, you were showing books and then we're saying hi to chat.
No.
So I don't want to get
that's all my books. I know CBA had a chance to show books. AG, I know this is kind of like last second, but did you have any books you wanted to share or any thoughts or words about our late great king over here?
No, just that I'm gonna miss him, and I really appreciate for definitely what he did in such a short period of time. It is definitely a shock because I think it's fantastic he kept his life as private as he did. Yeah. Again, didn't know the symptoms, and I think no one has the right to know that, but him and his family or whatnot. I mean, that's up to him to if he wants to put it out there. But for a guy to do what he did in such a short amount of time, and to be in that and to do all those therapies, I've reading up on about it, doing the therapies on the side and getting things taken care of. It's just it's amazing. It's like I'm speechless. I mean,
and not to take away from Chadwick at all, but I just wanted to highlight another actor who was in that same vein and did something actually really similar. I don't know if you guys knew this, but if you know the actor Raul Julia, who played Gomez Adams in the Addams Family, he played M. Bison in Street Fighter 2. And just throwing it out there, like, because he's a Latino actor, I've always known of him and always followed him.
It's cool. Yeah.
But in Street Fighter 2, like growing up as a kid, like I love Street Fighter, but Street Fighter 2, in all honesty, as a movie, wasn't the greatest movie. But I did watch something recently. There's man, I wish I could post a link. If I get a chance, I'll post the link later. But there was this really long story about how, if you notice in that movie, he was really skinny. He was really gaunt. He was battling stomach cancer at the time. And the only reason he did that movie was because his kids were such big Street Fighter fans that they wanted him to do it. And that was like his final goodbye to his kids, like saying, I love you guys. I'm doing this movie for you. And I thought that was like, not to put dubs on it, but damn, that was beautiful. Yeah.
That's cool.
Beautiful.
That definitely would get you choking at your strings, I mean,
man, it was cool.
To do that for your kids.
Yeah.
This piece of the resistance, as the French might say.
Oui.
But I mean, Chadwick's movies too. I mean, I've got to go back. I don't recall seeing the James Brown movie, but that 24 was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'd seen that was one of the movies I remember watching, I think, before I'd seen him play Black Panther. And I know as I caught CBA mentioned earlier, Civil War is definitely one of my favorites as well, because that's the first time Marvel you see him in a Marvel movie along with Spider-Man. But to see T'Challa, Black Panther and Civil War, and the way they put him in that movie was just it was fantastic. It was
and before we move away from this topic, because we got some other things to cover, but the last thing I want to ask is, does anyone have any, I know I do, and I'll save mine for last, but does anybody have any thoughts, ideas on how Marvel's going to move forward with this? Like mine it's all pure speculation. Like this is all just like thoughts, ideas. We don't have any inside track. I don't think any of us know, but I know I have a couple of ideas what would be cool. But have you guys thought about it at all?
I'd have to watch a TiVo video because TiVo's really good. No, seriously, I mean that all due respect.
Yeah.
Oh, TiVo could get that shit down to a science. I mean, seriously. When I watch his show, I'm just like.
But the thing is that TiVo's down in LA, so he has the inside track. He knows people, He knows people. Yeah, he knows people. That's what I'm saying. I watch TiVo.
And folks know him, and folks respect him enough to share that information with him, give him the information. And he's such a great storyteller, or just the guy. I mean, the guy that behind the camera. He's such a great. He's got that personality. He's got the voice. He's got the information. So you put all that together. That's an excellent chemistry for TiVo and his crew, the guys that are on his show as well.
I gotta say though, he's probably that way because he's another Northern Cali guy, born and raised out here in Santa Clara, Sunnyvale area.
Yeah, or San Francisco possibly. But yeah,
he was working at Stanford, I think.
Oh, worked at Stanford. Okay.
Yeah, he was. But I'm pretty sure he shared with me he grew up in the Sunnyvale or Santa Clara area. I forget one of those two.
Probably close to Fremont, because I think he We talked about Fremont, California before, and I think he was pretty close to Fremont.
Nice.
Yeah, one day he posted a picture of his commute, and I was like, oh, fuck, I was just there. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I like Sith Lordly says maybe Shuri's going to take over.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
Yeah. But yeah,
my guess is it might take a while before we see another Black Panther movie. They probably need to wait for the right guy and wait for the right story. Why rush it? You know?
Yeah, exactly. Right. At this point, I'd feel weird if they rushed it. It would just seem forced.
But have they even filmed anything for that movie though? Do we even know if anything started to get filmed for that?
Heard nothing.
The only thing they started was What If, and I think he was going to do just the voice.
Okay. Gotcha.
But I don't know how far they went.
Okay. Okay.
Because I mean, this is off the subject, but like my son's gonna go on Monday to go see New Mutants. So I'm kind of jealous because I'm not going and he's going. I'm like, you little turd sandwich. You know, he better not come and try to give me any spoilers. I'll be like doing the Darth Vader.
So I'll tell you this, guys. I just Googled it right now, and it says that all I wanted to Google was the release date, and it looked like it wasn't slated to come out until 2022 in May.
Ooh.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's still quite a ways away. I was talking to some guys at work today, and I was like, as I was watching the movie Black Panther, and something that made that movie so good for me was the appearance of Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger. Like, he was such a phenomenal villain. Like, you almost wanted to root for him because he had the right ideas, but he was just misguided in his like carrying out of his plan, right? Like he's right, which is almost to me is kind of like a Magneto type of villain, right? Like I fucking love Magneto. I love Magneto so much, but I'm like, dude, just pull it back a little bit, like just pull it back.
Oh man, I got him up there. I got him up there in a Marvel Legends figurine. So yeah.
So when I was telling my buddies at work today, I was like, not that I think this is what would happen, but I'd be like, wouldn't it be amazing if they brought back Killmonger, and I don't know, he didn't die or like came back to life, and then he's able to like reprise the role of the new Black Panther or something like, and like had a revelation, like maybe he got to go to that spirit world where the Black Panthers are, and he gets gained up, and his mind gets right, and I don't know. I thought that would be kind of cool.
That makes sense because they never showed his body at the end of the movie. They just talked about it. So who knows what they did with him? I mean, that's just something. I like that about Marvel movies, how they don't really. A lot of times they just kind of leave some things out there, so they don't really tighten up the stories or put an end into it. A lot of times, they can leave some things open to your own ideas, your own imagination, what may or may not have happened. They kind of just. They don't need to finalize everything at the end of each movie, so it's kind of like it just keeps you wondering what might happen.
What's going on? Yeah. I say the one thing I loved in that Black Panther movie was the interaction between Black Panther himself and his sister, like how they bantered between each other. I thought that was funny, especially when she was trying to get him to try on the new outfit, and she told him to go ahead and hit something, and he did that. And then man, when he hit it again, boom, he went flying. That's hilarious. That's what siblings do, and it was just cool. Like they put that in the movie. I just really liked the whole banter between them. And then of course when they went to go get what's his nuts, the guy with the shocker arm. God,
Claw.
What's his name now? Claw. Thank you. Claw. When they went after him, like he was a cool. Yeah, he was a cool villain in that movie too because he was just nuts. He was like, he was kind of out there. And for Killmonger to be amongst him and him not even catch on to that tells you how good he was at being able to get in to where he needed to be able to get further to go after Black Panther himself. So I thought the whole movie was directed and done really well, and I really enjoy that movie, and I'll definitely probably watch it tonight. I work tomorrow, but I'll watch it tonight. Who cares?
Hey, what's up to Travel and Root Beer? Thanks for joining us, man. And
I like that name.
I think we said hi to Tim, but if we didn't, what's up, Tim, Canadian Comic Hunter?
Yeah.
And then you could pronounce the one right underneath him. It's Azores Tiger. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, I said it right. That's awesome. I can read.
Tat.
Yeah.
Come on, brother. Azores is Portuguese, right?
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna say, come on, you got to be the one to pronounce that. I cannot pronounce that if you can.
Okay, but seriously, I'm like, you don't understand. My day has been. I mean, I'm not pity partying me here at all, but my day has been like, just long-winded. And my job, before it was only I had to wear the face mask, for protection for about 6 hours. Now I got to wear it for 8 hours. And then when I come home, and then when I come home, I'm winded, I'm tired and stuff. And then my son goes, hey, let me go to the skate park. Let me go here. I'm like, dude, you know how tired your dad is, man? No, let's go to the skate park. So I took him to the skate park. So I'm like, for my vision to be that good, I'm actually impressed with myself right now.
So Tad, I'm really curious. Jonathan and I were talking about this earlier. Do you, from where you are, can you notice the smoke coming from California? I mean, air quality, that is.
No, I'd have to be further down. I'd have to be further down, kind of where Huey lives, which is closer to the border.
You can see it there.
I haven't talked to him in a while, but he probably could because he's further south. I'm more north. I mean, I'm closer more to Portland than I am to the Cali border. But I've seen some pics that my brother's posted. Of course, I talked to our mom, and it's just crazy. I mean, not to get off subject too much, but that was horrifying to know that was going on. And I got woken up from my wife to tell me, hey, you might want to call your brother, you might want to call your mom. This is what's going on. I'm like, what?
I heard the smoke was going towards the east, and they're picking it up over there. But I was kind of surprised that AG Surfer, you have to tell us about this. You have to evacuate your home, right?
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I mean, a couple years back we had a fire out here as well in the same spot actually, but it was under different circumstances, and that was to me, it was a little more frightening than this current one, just because it was a nice clear day. We were able to walk up a block and we could look off in the distance and see these flames. So that was real. And we just got prepared. We didn't get evacuated that time. This one was like the sky was really black and dark and smoky. Visibility was really poor. You can feel the heat, but you couldn't see the fire. So that was pretty damn scary. But then actually being evacuated was when it started to sink in. It's like, oh, this is real,
See, this is kind of relevant to our comic collecting, because if you have a fire nearby, do you have that one box that you're going to run out with, or you say screw the box? Right?
Yeah. I mean, this time, unfortunately, I said screw the box.
Me and AG screw the box. Me and AG were talking about that, Ron,
this time,
because his area had to be evacuated, and he called me when he came home. And when he came home, he and I were talking on the phone. And I was like, yeah, man, we're getting the warnings that we need to be prepared, because my area was on that warning list. Fortunately, we didn't even have to be evacuated, but they were talking about it. And I was like, this is the comment I made to AG. I was like, bro, like, the fire's coming and all my comic books are made out of paper. I don't know what to do. Like,
I know.
Yes, they're made out of paper.
But you just figured your comic book. You just realized your comic books are made out of paper. I mean,
I don't think about them being burned every single day.
No, I get that. I get that. I have a comment, but I ain't gonna say it because I'll bring backlash. But yeah, I'll tell you after this.
There's no such thing as slabs being fireproof, and I'm sure they can melt. But there must have been some slabs you were thinking about bringing with you. I know my wife would have killed me in the moment. Says, "You're not gonna have to bring your comics." Like, come on,
my wife knows how much I've spent on some of them, and I know she'd ask me at least to bring the 181.
Yeah.
At least.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
She knows that much. I'll tell you that.
That's too good, bro.
Bring the 181 at least.
See, if I had the first appearance of Deadpool, my wife would say, bring the Deadpool. She'd say, leave everything else, because all she loves is Deadpool. So, like, damn, I can't bring the 181. No, leave that behind. Yeah, shit.
Yeah, for me, the first go-round, when we prepared but didn't evacuate, I probably had 6 boxes downstairs, at least 6 boxes. This go-round, I was just like, it was all about just grabbing. I mean, we had everything, just the necessities, the things we deemed important, grab the animals, clothing, all that, and just go. I left a lot of stuff behind, but in the back of my mind, I kept thinking, we'll be okay. We should be okay. Anything could happen, but we should be okay because we're in residential. There's a lot of homes before mine, so unless something really crazy happens where the flames actually do get in the air and travel, I should be okay. But yeah, I mean, it's still in the back of my mind as well. Like, I can come home and not have a home or things may, but to be honest with, like I said, I don't know. I didn't really think of my place that as much. I wasn't too concerned because I had another buddy that could have lost his house. I was more concerned about my friend where the fires had swept through the land, and all the neighbors and a lot of the houses surrounding his area went up and they're gone except for his and another neighbor. And that's because the guy was like a part-time firefighter, so he was there fighting for his house and my buddy's house, and he saved my buddy's place and his place, and my buddy had some real expensive stuff that was saved, and I mean,
he did.
And I know that just sounds, talking about the houses and stuff, that is definitely secondary, but it still sucks. Ultimately, I was just happy that him and his family were safe and they got out in time, and then he was just able to kind of come back and try to watch his house and stuff. But
yeah, and the whole time too, like my brother's talking about our mutual friend, he calls me up and he's talking to me and he's acting like, well, hey, it's just what happens. He was like, I'm already looking forward to what I'm going to have to do to rebuild. So I was shocked that he was more calm than I was, and I wasn't even going through what he was going through.
Yeah.
That's what was amazing about him, that he wasn't flipping out. But then he did say, hey, I'm going to come and move up to Oregon and live with you. I'm like, well, I have to kick my daughter out first, unless you're going to bunk with her, He's like, no, but he's telling me he's going to come live with me. And I'm like, yeah, I do got a guitar for you if you want to play it, but that's about it. But his spirits the whole time were just like, well, whatever happens, happens. I'm just, my family's out. And I said, that's what's most important.
I'll tell you, Al Pecknell says you got to protect that 181. And Sith Lordly says, I recently got comic book insurance. Y'all might want to look into that. And I saw that email that CBCS sent out this week that they partnered with some comic book or collectibles insurance company. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. But what were you saying, Ron?
Oh shit! I forgot.
I remember.
Insurance.
I remember. So just getting back to talking to AG about his evacuation, the other threat that I noticed, other than the fire, was the looting. So if you evacuated your home and the town is empty, people go in there and take stuff from your home. So, I mean, my collectibles are in a certain room, but the most valuable stuff is hard to get to.
Right.
So I was just wondering what was going on with AG about that,
Yeah, my stuff's pretty difficult to get to as well. And nothing's really labeled. It's kind of hit and miss. So if you grab the prized box, hey, you're the winner.
Oh, then I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I label all my boxes and draw art on them. I'm screwed. Don't start burying that shit out in the backyard, man.
But I do know where my premium stuff's at. It's just outside the boxes and labeled.
Yeah.
But I personally know where that's at. The rest of the boxes, those are kind of, a lot of it's miscellaneous, or some they are labeled on the outside. But as far as the premium stuff, that's a different situation.
You wonder if you should camouflage your stuff, like on a box with really, crappy comics, put most valuable comics.
Yeah. They're gonna grab that one, right?
And they grab a bunch of Skate Man.
There you go.
80s
Webman
reprints.
James Bond Jr. Like, come on.
What is it? My Little Pony or something?
There you go.
Hey, don't rip on My Little Pony, bro.
My Little Pony number one.
That's probably the first. That's probably the first box they grab. That's probably the first box they grab. My Little Pony. Oh man. Yeah.
I do have some guinea pigs that would probably guard my comic books because I do feed them with a bunch of cilantro. So if anybody came, they'd bite them with the sharp, pointy teeth. Sharp, pointy teeth.
Yeah, it's just been crazy. It's been kind of a crazy couple of weeks, but just the overall crazy year. It's just a matter of trying to find the light, trying to find the light in the moon with this crazy year that's not even over yet, and then we get that bad news about Boseman. So it's like, geez, when's this? When's 2020 going to lighten up and stuff? So yeah, it's a tough thing right now.
Yeah.
And the one thing I do want to say real quick before we start probably showing some books was that I did notice that Journos Comics was on Instagram, and he put a thing up and he was asking people not to start saturating the market with anything Black Panther right now. You know, like don't take advantage of a guy's passing and try to sell some books. You know, and he also stated, you know, like, hey, I'm not telling you, like, you know, it's just he's trying to let people know, you know, hey, that ain't cool to do, but if you do it, it is a free country, it's a free world, do whatever you want. But he said, you know, like, he's not going to try to sell anything Black Panther right now. You know, he's going to.
Tim the Canadian comic hunter was doing the same thing. He showed some people that were, you know, jacking up the prices on Black Panther stuff and say, oh man, that is so not cool.
On Instagram, I saw that. That's brutal. Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's going to happen. You know, like people are going to do it. You know it's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but I think like thank you CBA for saying that. Yeah, because Tim's been putting up a lot of that stuff, even just like how people are trying to sell certain things on the internet for just outrageous prices. You know, it's you gotta be a fool to pay that price. You know, but yeah, thanks to guys like them, you know, doing that. It's just nice to see that they're trying to keep the community clean, I guess, in a way. That's how I like to think of it, is, you know, keeping it clean and not making it dirty and taking advantage of people that don't know what or don't know how to collect or just starting to collect. They don't know, you know what I mean? Getting misinformation.
So Jonathan, do we have to start wrapping things up? I think you had a tight date.
It's getting pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting close. First, I want to say hi to Uncanny Kyle Walker. What's up, brother? Thanks for joining us all the way from New Zealand.
Waka, waka, waka.
It is getting close. The one thing I was hoping that we would get to was the Crain stuff, but we're getting close to that 7 o'clock.
Yeah, we can do it next time. You know, that's cool.
I can show some Mike Zeck books.
A Clayton Crain experience, yeah.
You want to show how many Zeck books you got there, Tat?
It's not a short box, but it's
box.
It's not a short box, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 Mike Zecks, and then I have 2 Adam Hughes, 1 Joe Aubert, and I have 8 James Aubert. Yeah,
James Aubert.
First time meeting him. James Aubert, whatever. I like Bear, so I'm gonna go with Bear.
Yeah,
you say like tomato, I say tomato.
You like that shirtless bear fighter?
That's right, damn it. Yeah, the Frost, the Undisputed Frost comic book.
Well, I don't know. It seems a little short, but if you guys are okay with cutting it right now, and then we'll do a good one next.
Oh, definitely.
Let's do our Clayton Crain, our Chris Claremont part 2.
Exactly.
I mean, we got other Chris Claremont stuff to do. I mean,
I didn't intend. I honestly did not intend this whole show to just be about Chadwick Boseman, but I'm okay with that.
I am too. But can I? I'm wearing the Beatles. Okay.
I had to go digging for my shirt, man. That's one of my
hell yeah.
I'll wear that son of a gun the whole week. I don't care how much I stink.
Well, I have to get mine out of the dryer.
I don't care how I smell. It keeps people away. With the social distancing, it might help.
Yeah, they might actually go 12 feet from you, bro. Hey, the lines will be shorter for you.
Yeah, I hope so.
So
hey, can I show the Mike Zeck books though? Is that cool?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Because I got them out, man. You made me dig for them. I dug for them.
Yeah, you're highlighting. You're good to go.
Here's Gang War Part 2. Mike Zeck, he signed it right across.
That white's nice.
Very cool.
That white is nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's just one of the beauties I got from Mike Zeck. Here's number 1. I've had this in my collection for a long time. He also did this one in white right there.
Yeah, dang, the Punisher.
Yep, I have my second copy at my comic book store that I'll be picking up pretty soon as I pay off my Hulk 181, which now I'm under 200. So I'll have that bad boy before the end of the year. Yeah.
Nice.
Did that one in red.
Oh, that looks good against that brick wall.
Yeah, that really works, man.
They let me go on a layaway system at that one comic book store.
I'd like to get another set. I'll have to get another set of those Punishers, those miniseries.
Yeah, that one though.
Those are just,
look at that. Oh, that looks good in that green.
Yeah,
Taddy
really
green, bro.
Ooh.
Taddy green.
That's
what I'm talking about. Taddy green. And then this one, I couldn't believe the yellow came out. That was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good against that blue.
It's so hit and miss with these paint pens on the old books.
But Mike Zeck, I love his signature just like I like Randy's, of course. This one, to be honest, the yellow coming out was amazing because it's on number 5, issue number 5, and with the red, it actually came out pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works out.
It's not too bad.
So I do have another number 5, but it's not signed, and then I have 2 sets of this, but I have to go get them. Here's the G.I. Joe that Mike Zeck did, number 52. Got Storm Shadow, Quick Kick, I think his name was.
Yep.
Quick Foot.
Quick Kick. Quick kick,
yeah. Yeah, the one to be Bruce Lee.
Zeck definitely has one of the best autographs out there and some of the best artwork.
Yep. But this cover
we'll
was
talk about him again.
This, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Storm Shadow.
That's one of my faves. Yeah, the two guys, and they're like they're step brothers, I believe. They're not actual brothers, but they're they're like related.
Well, you know, the movie they showed it as, you know, like, you know, they definitely weren't brothers in the movie, but I think they still told the story pretty good.
Yeah. But if I remember correctly, they're like half brothers, or they're just I know they trained at the same school of martial arts.
Then of course the Adam Hughes Wonder Woman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
we definitely have to do an Adam Hughes show. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I only have two signatures of Adam Hughes though. You can see the A.
You mean two initials?
Yeah. Can you see the A's? Can you see his name? Oh, I'm sorry. There's his name.
Those look more like D's. Yeah. Big double D's.
And this is the only book I got signed by James O. Bear. Okay, I won't say Bear or Bear Bar or whatever. Bar. Yeah. He was a cool dude. He was a cool dude. And my brother AG did hook the Bears, that's right. My brother AG did hook me up with a sweet pop. He got it signed. Yes, you did. Okay. You got it signed for me, and it's put away in my vault.
Okay, so, right on.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, right on. You forgot, dude. That's
none of those looters could get to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's buried in my backyard, dude. It's buried in my backyard. I don't have to worry about that.
It's right there. It's right there next to the dog poo that's buried.
Exactly. I cover with the dog poo so they can't, pick it up.
Got to match.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. That's definitely stuff we can show next time and talk about.
I feel bad we didn't get to we didn't get to our Crain stuff. And by next week, I'll have to send that stuff off. Just so you guys know, me and AG, we went out to Rockland and got to meet Clayton Crain and stood in line while literally as ash, debris, and soot was raining down on us from above. We're outside waiting in line with our books to get signed by Clayton Crain, 6 feet apart, wearing masks. Like, come to think about it, like I left it feeling kind of like worried, like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done this. But we did it. And now we got a ton of books that we're going to send in to CBCS and hopefully get them, graded and verified and all that stuff, or authentified or whatever you call it. But I don't know, guys.
It's like me trying to say facility or facility, whatever the hell they call those books. I just call them reprints. I can't say that shit straight.
I had too many of these already, so
I haven't had enough.
But all right, guys. I think we're good with this. That's not a bad Chadwick show, right? Like,
no, this is great. It was awesome to talk a little bit about him and stuff.
Yeah. And right after our show is Sith Lordley. He's going to be doing his show, which is going to be great. Yeah. I'm going to be a first-time watcher. I've already been a subscriber, so I can't say that, but I'll be a first-time watcher, which would be cool.
Go check
it out. For sure. So make sure you guys check out Sith Lordley.
Right? That's the name of their show, Spine Ticks?
I believe he corrected me and he told me that is the name of the channel that it's going to be on.
The channel.
So it'll be him. It'll be Sith Lordley, Al Picknell, a couple other guys.
Tiger.
Azor's Tiger. Yes, thank you. Azor's Tiger.
Sorry.
And I think there's 2 more for sure. But
I'm some surfer guy. It's all good.
And they're going to be on at 7:30 on Spine Ticks channel. Spine Ticks.
Okay.
Spine Ticks.
All right, guys. And you guys. All I was going to say was usually I end the show with keep stacking hella comics. But I think today, more appropriately, I'm going to do one of these. I'm going to do one of these. I was
going to show those real quick.
All right, well, show them then, Tat. Jeez.
I am showing. Hey, this is for Sith Lordley, man. He's collecting the new G.I. Joe stuff. I remember. Show him? You want me to show him? Man, I got about a C cup, dude.
Don't show him. Don't show him.
I'm fit. I got a C cup.
Hey, this isn't one of those shows. Don't show them.
Hey, I got a drum set over there. I'll teabag my drum set if you want.
Oh God! All right, guys.
I was watching Cops. I swear to God, I was watching Cops.
Trying to keep it civil, but yeah.
All right, so thanks for everybody who joined us today. Tim Canadian, Comic Hunter, Sith Lordley, liking the covers, Al Picknell, a bunch of others. I know Uncanny Kyle Walker was here. Azor's Tiger. Everybody, thanks for joining us. Until we see you next time, you already know who it is. It's the West Coast Comic Connection, and Wakanda forever.
Yeah. Wakanda forever. Rest in peace, man.
Hell yeah.
My next tattoo, I'm gonna get Black Panther, man. Go with the Avengers. You know what I'm saying?